All right, if you're a Houston Texans fan, you got to be loving this latest news. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but this channel fully dedicated to teams that just kind of get overlooked by the national media, and Texans are one of those teams. We do not talk about the Cowboys or any of those teams that ESPN's always talking about. Not here. Okay. Really good news. So Matthew Golden suddenly is being talked about like he's kind of injury prone. He's falling. The Lions brought him in for a pre-draft visit, and this is significant because it's like, well, he'd be way gone by then, right? But the Lions picking in the late 20s after the Texans. So the Texans would have a really good opportunity to get Matthew Golden if they want. Possibly, right? Because there's some stuff about his ankle in the playoff game. He still runs a 4.29. There's thoughts that, well, maybe, I don't know, just didn't have the production, and that's a real thing. The production was not there. Like a true number one wide receiver that he is. I think he's the best wide receiver in the draft. However, if you don't get him, then your just consolation is Emeka Egbuka, which, okay, that sounds good. So the Texans enter the draft. They need offensive line help and another wide receiver. Tank Dell, just who knows. Stephon Diggs, who knows? Or he's gone. And then in the latest mock drafts, Ohio State wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, with the Texans getting leapfrogged for Matthew Golden, the team pivots and gets a really good wide receiver. So why I say you got to be loving this is because you're going to get a great wide receiver where you're sitting. So let's pull this up and show it. The Texans here at 25. You can see Matthew Golden goes just a couple of picks before you. So it's like, I don't think you want to use resources to go up and get him because you don't really have any, or you just don't want to, you do have some, but you want to build off of just the depth. You want to keep your draft picks because right now, let's look at it. Right now you have 7 draft picks. Perfect. You've got 4 draft picks on the top 90 picks, which is really great. So right here shows it. I mean, you can go offensive lineman, wide receiver, and interior offensive lineman in your first 3 picks, and that changes everything for you. So you're in a great spot. This has been a weird offseason. You've been doing a lot of things. You've lost because of injury your Tank Dell, which is just unfortunate. So you got to fill that, but there's great options. Even the Stanford dude is really good. So it's like, yeah, we're all good. We got wide receivers galore. Let me know in the comments kind of what you want to do with that first pick. Do you go wide receiver, weapon, or do you want to go, let's just go interior offensive line and fix that once and for all and just be done with it? Because it's been widely known. Everybody knows it. That's C.J. Stroud struggled because that interior pressure was just crazy. So, all right, let's take a look at this here. I'm going to do a 3-round mock draft with the Houston Texans, and you can see right away that once this draft happens and you fix some things, it's like, oh my gosh, what up? We're all good. All right. Gray Zabel is there. He keeps getting mocked in this mid-20s. It says tackle, but he can play every position on the offensive line. And it's like 6'6", 300 pounds, North Dakota State. Just feels like he's going to be really good. Just that North Dakota State, boom, interior offensive line, fixed. Probably need some more, but still. 3 more picks still. That's the thing. Tight end. Ooh. That tight end, Arroyo's kind of making me want to just do it. Linebacker, Demetrius Knight out of South Carolina. I'm going to do that. I know. Kyle Williams. 6 foot, 186. Hold on. Let me. Oh, there's not much on him at all. Not much on him. He's a wide receiver. I don't know much about this dude. Ooh, Tate Ratledge. I'm going him. So now you've got your interior offensive line solidified. Kyle Williams still available. Let's do it. Man. It's crazy how our whole, like, the fan bases are just going to come alive here in just a couple of weeks once you get these new players. Gray Zabel, A-, thank you very much. Demetrius Knight, B-, fine. Tate Ratledge, A-. Man, that was a good draft. I'd make a great GM. B+. Boom, we hit needs. That drives me nuts, by the way, how teams are like, we don't draft for need. Best player ever. It's like, well, why don't we just draft for need? We need some things. Look at that. Center, guard, whatever Zabel wants to do. I mean, he's a center, guard, tackle. Tate Ratledge, guard, center. Like, if you're a guard, you can play center. Come on. So just more I mean, that is young core guys up the middle, run the ball, CJ Stroud. And I think that's the thing about the Texans that, again, once you have a good draft, you can then say, okay, let's just look at what we have. We have a really good quarterback in an AFC where you have to have one. If you don't, forget it. So we got it. We got the quarterback. We got the coach. We got the culture. We're good. So in this draft, we don't even get the top guys, the top, Matthew Goldens. Let's do one more. I just want to see here. I want to see if we can mess with the settings a little bit here. I know. I'm going to get a little crazy. I want to get randomness. I'm going to crank the randomness up to a lot and just get weird. Okay. Here we go. So, okay. Kenneth Grant, Emeka Egbuka. Boom. Oh, jeez. Oh, so I told you we were going to get weird. Oh, man. What is Cam Ward doing still on the board? I hate that. Dang it. I hate it. Whatever. Emeka Egbuka. I put the randomness way up and it screwed everything up. Oh, just wide receivers available everywhere. All right, Arroyo. So we go wide receiver, tight end. The fans are just screaming because there's no interior offensive lineman. All right, we still get Tate Ratledge. And let's do one last. Oh, Jalen Noel. Okay, check this out. Check it out. Emeka Egbuka, A+. Seriously. Elijah Arroyo. I don't know why they don't like that. That dude's awesome. Tight end, guard. Then you get another wide receiver. And then later in the draft, you get more wide receivers. So, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see all of you on the next one.